Adasha, Adasha's trying to log on.
Okay.
And let me get the PowerPoint pulled up and then make me the host in a few minutes here. And then I'll just share. And then again, yeah, it's all about the rerun, the video that will be posted to YouTube. Okay, Dasha's trying to log on. You still trying to log on?
Not joins.
Are you trying to log on still?
Hold on, I'm gonna try right now.
Okay. Yeah, again, sorry, we're at for the technical issue.
You're not registered for this meeting.
Um, put in the ID.
Where was it? I got it. Give the room.
Try again.
Connect to the meeting. Video conference. 886-4171-9174.
Yes, and it's capital fiber, the passcode.
So sign in to use your account.
Adasha is the person in the case study that he's my cousin that we'll be interviewing and using as an example in this case study of Pomo Basketry, how to heal, utilizing the properties of red bud and fire. He's on the Zoom or on the trying to log on right now because we had technical difficulties. So again, thank you to everybody. We'll just wait another minute or two and then we'll get started, okay? I don't have too many PowerPoint slides, presentations, PowerPoint slides today to show. I have about 30 and I could talk maybe just like a minute or so on each one. And then at the very end, I have a video that I was going to share of the bear doctor ceremony that we did at our home to share the medicine with you, all those at home today. So how's it going, Adasha?
It's not working.
Oh my, yeah, I don't.
Okay.
He says it's not working, Priscilla. Still,
Okay. Yeah, that's what I had to do. I had to put in the meeting ID number and the passcode this time for me to get in. But that's what ended up working for me is the putting in the meeting ID and yeah.
Still, hold on.
oh, and we have Jessa that just entered the room. I'm glad you're here today. Thank you. We're having some technical issue with our Zoom meeting link. I'm not really too sure. But we're just giving it another minute or two, and then we'll get started. So thank you again.
With the personal link,
Thank you for having me. And um, although I also had issues, I was just able to enter the information in the login instead of trying to click any links.
Yeah, don't click the link. I'm trying to contact my cousin who's gonna be on the Zoom with us today. He's gonna be the person in the case study that we will be interviewing and asking questions today of his medicine journey with his basketry. So, Adasha, I guess I'll just leave you on the phone. Try, you know, what you could do, close your windows, close your computer, and then try and restart again and enter the meeting ID and passcode like that.
let me go ask my, what do you call it, too, my
Yeah.
people at Brain.
Okay, yeah, because I'm gonna start the presentation now. Okay, we'll keep in touch. All right. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. But again, thank you to everybody who joined. Priscilla, could you make me the host so that then I could share our PowerPoint presentation? I know many probably are having issues also of oh, I am the host. Okay, of logging on. Um oh, here it goes. This is our January meeting for our Native American Fiber Program. The view, Priscilla, remember it shows the big picture, the full screen. He helped me one time before on that to get the large size slideshow. Oh yeah, play from start. There we go. There's a better view. So again, thank you for joining our January meeting for the Native American Fiber Program with me, Fred Briones. I'm the CEO of the Native American Fiber Program, and I'll be sharing today some bear doctor and medicine stories, and we'll have a case study of the Pomo bear doctor weaving methodologies to heal, utilizing the properties of red bud and fire. And I am from the Elgin Martin family from the Big Valley Rancheria. So I'll be sharing some stories about our family and our basketry and our medicine, our healing. And I will be having my cousin Adasha Garcia in the case study to be the person that explains how basket weaving has changed his life. And at the end, we'll do a bear doctor ceremony. So thank you again for everybody. Okay, next slide. How do I do?
Just push next.
Here, down at the bottom. Okay, there we go. Again, we're always looking for speakers. Please visit our website and our YouTube channel. And if you would like to be a speaker, please contact me. We will give you a free t-shirt and $500 if you decide to become a speaker and talk about the work that you're doing in Indian country around fiber, traditional fibers, and whatnot. So again, please contact me because we're always looking for speakers. Thank you. So it's getting started. The tooling to heal, the basketry. And here I would like to share this basket. It's just a quick video. This is I call this the CSU Bear Doctor basket. And it is made from love, red bud, 3-rod white willow stick, pheasant feathers, shell money, and with dog bane and pitch. And this is our home, Danobatin. And it holds watertight, lots of love there, lots of spirits in that basket. And that is the basket from Redbud that we'll be trying to make in a part series. So this is like part 1, and it will be with the season, the next videos that we will do creating the basket. Oops. A little bit about myself. At the infant age, they called me Honey Bear. That name was given to me by my Auntie Rita. Began basket weaving at the age of 25. I have a bachelor's degree chemistry and a master's degree from the University of Hawaii at Hilo and Manoa. I spent 12 years in the water treatment, wastewater, and distribution operator in California, New Mexico, and Hawaii. And one important thing, our leadership comes from the water. I'm the instructor for First Nations Development Institute for the Business of Indian Agriculture to help tribal people regain land and have an agriculture business. I am the CEO and co-founder of the Native American Fiber Program. I serve the state of California on the Water Quality Monitoring Council, State of California Microplastics Subcommittee, and State of California Advisory Board member for SB 54 Plastic Pollution Prevention and the $5 billion to help the disadvantaged. Thank you to the governor and CalRecycle for letting me use my education to serve those tribes. And I'm also a bear doctor, healer from the Mission Roundhouse. As we get started, I want to share some wisdom from a tribal member of ours who is our ex-chairman, Philip Gomez, Habenapo, people of the Black Rock, Obsidian, Kulanapo, people of the Water Lily. And our families were very, very close. And this is why I'm doing this video, to explain how our families were close within our tribe and the wisdom that we shared. So some of the Pomo wisdom that he shared with me to help me learn is how to listen into the wind. And how to do that was to understand the stages in life. The first stage, as you're young, you are a hunter and a gatherer, and you're learning the plants and the animals. But then as you age, you enter into a medicine stage where you know how to use the plants and the animals for food, and the people how to help them with the medicine is then the third stage, by being able to bring things in for the community, make things happen, the miracle gift stage, where the creator, you're so connected with the plants and the animals and the understanding that the creator now, he blesses you with the miracle gifts. And then the fourth stage, to pass, to die on, to be with the Spirit, to become the Spirit now, the final stage in life, but then now to listen into the wind for the spirits. Now, I hope that makes sense. That was pretty deep, but that's some wisdom that we shared between our two families, and how I'll explain here, read here. Oops, let me make this a little smaller. This is an area, a map of our local area of Clear Lake, and how my family and his family. So let me read this here. Searching for basket material, harvest area means learning the language, starting with the locations and old family stories. So the map of our family was from this area here, Lileek, Wappo, Soda Bay. But then his family, Philip's family, was from more to the left. Habenapo, it was called. But then our families, the story, Philip's grandma, Ruthie, and my grandma, Priscilla, told me stories of our families being friends. Our families were friends. We're not related to each other. What brought us together was the hitch going down towards the creeks there. If you can see on the map, there's two creeks that come together, and that's where our families met. And as a young boy, they taught me how to prepare that fish, and we ate together, and that is how we became very, very close friends, his family and my family, and understanding which family then entering into those areas. So this is an area I would like to show, that of Lileek, where the bottom of that valley, and as we look up top of those mountains, that is the area of Lileek, and a translation of that area is Little Brown Bear in the Northern Pomo language, and at the bottom of the valley. And as we look up, we're looking up into the hills of Danobatin. Now we're up on top the mountain, in the hills, Danobatin, the meaning area of the hills where the red bud and the medicine grows. And as you look down at the lake Habatin, you can absorb the medicine from that area, and the medicine, the red bud, and our root pucko. Well, let me go to the next slide. Whoops. So we're going down towards our traditional home at the state park, where we collect materials. And I want to tell old story, creation of the basket. Who taught us how to weave? The old Pomo way is that the spirit must guide the hand. However, life is much easier if there's an example to replicate. Therefore, the question is, who made the first basket? In our ways, the giants made the first basket, and the people began to weave by the example. The pictures at the Clear Lake State Park beach and the mountain hills in the back is where the giants live, called Mount Kanokoti and Danobatin. Here in the back, that's where the giants live, and understanding the tooling, how to live with Mother Earth. The giants are the ones that we say are the first ones who even taught us how to gamble, but then also how to make the basket. That is the location, the understanding the importance of that location, and how the medicine, how to live with the earth. So here are some of the baskets that are associated with that area and the families that are living in that area. It's very common that the families that lived in the area, they had the pattern, because then the pattern could, of course, distinguish your family, almost just like um, a phone number. So these are some patterns here on the right-hand side of yellow and green meadowlark and mallard baskets, but you see the diamond pattern there. These baskets are at Harvard, and these baskets here were made by our family. Um, Pony Elgin in our area, Lileek, Danobatin, and another picture of here, our great grandma, Grace Elgin, in her basket, baby basket, and you could see the pattern on the basket. So knowing the pattern, if you see the pattern, again, you could easily understand which family it came from and the location where it comes from, and of course, then the language. So I made this basket here to the left, and the pattern, what I'm trying to say, because they're so old, families replicated the same pattern over and over and over, that the spirit, it's just so easy to replicate that pattern. That pattern came to me very easily, and because understanding the oldness of it. So I just like to share that. Let me move on to the next slide here. Okay, these are some of the people that are in my family. When I was growing up, these are some of the ladies that I heard stories from my grandma Lulu, about stories of my great grandma, Mary Pony Elgin, where I showed you those baskets from Harvard. She's the one who made many of those baskets. She's the one. And then also my Auntie Mabel, who did a lot of lecturing at UC Berkeley and has a lot of basketry all over the universities and museums. And then on the bottom, my Auntie Laura Fish from Dry Creek, Wappo. As remember you saw on the map too, Wappo. She did a lot of language tapes at UC Berkeley also. So, and also that baby basket of our great grandma Grace Elgin, it is at UC Berkeley. So our Elgin Martin family that enrolled at Big Valley, Dry Creek, and Grayton, we're all basket weavers and healers and old Indian doctors that emphasize the importance of education and being able to work at that level like that. Having those figures, seeing those ladies, knowing that they're from my family, is what gives me the motivation to be able to become educated enough to articulate enough about our family and our basketry and our medicines. So these videos that we make are very important for our future youth and generation, because I know my grandchildren will be watching this. So thank you for all who tuned in. Here's a quick slide of all of the Pomo baskets around the globe. Here to the left, you can see all the little red dots in the United States that hold Pomo baskets, and also around the globe. There's some in Japan, there's some down in Australia, New Zealand, but our Pomo baskets, especially our family, is globally famous. So to try to maintain that level of basketry is a level that I try to do for my family. So you'll see my baskets, more of them. So the material here, remember the basket, there's some rules of Pomo basket weaving that we have for our family, and especially down at the lake, where the basketry, the plants are the medicines. And the rule is, where I can only show you the medicines, I can never show you how to weave. The spirit must guide the hand. There are exceptions, though, to show a person how to weave if a person is very sick. they are in a situation, they can only heal themselves. You know what I mean by that? When the doctor says something to you, like you're just fine, it's just in your mind somehow, some way, only way you could heal yourself. So in that photo, there's a red bud coiled, there's the pheasant feathers, there's the white willow stick, the shell money, and the bone awl. And to put it all together now, the best basket weaver is always the best hunter, and the best hunter is always the best basket weaver. That is our rules down at Big Valley at the mission. So that's our medicine there. As we go, I show you the medicines. Now to understand the viewer at home now to try to put these things together into your mind, the ultimate goal is to make beauty to heal, to feel better about yourself. So we're gonna this slide here is very important to understand. It is the position of prayer on your knees and hands closest to Mother Earth, feeling everything, digging for roots in absolute peace, listening carefully how to make dreams come true by the Spirit. Remember, listening into the wind, the final stages in life to become a healer and understanding the medicines. So that's Blackroot in our wetlands that I have been collecting for many years, but you could see the position of prayer, always in constant prayer. That's how we were as Pomo people, always praying with the earth, understanding and feeling. Excuse me, next slide. So we're going to get into the bear doctor now. The understanding of that. And William Benson, he was a bear doctor. He was from our place, Habenapo, Kulanapo, and they said his mother, Lileek, somewhere even Kamut, there in Buckingham. But what I'm trying to explain about him is that how he understood, again, the importance of our people and the education, because he has many items throughout several universities and museums. But he had be very observant for the bear doctor now. The toolings the bear doctor has. He has the basket, he has the suit, and he has the book. There's a book, if you want to get the book, it's on Amazon. They sell it for like $1. And I want to say, I've read the book. Everything in the book is true. It's very, very true. I highly recommend you just get the book. Again, it's only $1 and it will really help you understand about more of the naturalness of the world. So here today, in today's world, how Fred, the bear doctor, now how he goes about it in understanding to help tribal people and all peoples of the earth, and especially to use my education now. Thank you again to everybody. The work that I'm doing in the plastic industry, understanding about the microplastics, but then being the doctor, bear doctor, to be able to go in the mission here, to go into a bad situation and pull out the sickness and put it into the basket. And that's what makes the basket so beautiful, like the old sucking doctors go in. In the modern world now, here, listen to the words now. In the modern world, to create the tooling to filter out the microplastics that doesn't exist, that type of tooling now to work, how the basket helped us live. Now, again, it provides guidance. So what I'm trying to say is, I hope you see this picture here where there's a person now, he's doing the dialysis now to create the tooling that will filter out the microplastics from the body. That is what we're doing at the NAFP. That is what I'm doing. And we'll get into a little bit of that work here, just a moment. But I hope you understand that, because then the tribal people with the NAFP, thank you to my board for just hearing the call and understanding how to protect what's left of creation of Mother Earth by providing plastic replacements, utilizing hemp, and of course, our traditional fiber. And our minds, how to sustain life, our nonprofit organization. Again, thank you to my board members. And of course, Priscilla, who is our communications director. Thank you so much, Priscilla. But then again, the work, the tooling, the location. Remember, I was telling the location of the tooling, where we learned to make baskets. Now, the location and with the people at Stanford University, that's where I work now. Over there in a working group, microplastics working group, trying to create those toolings, just talking, like how the old Indian was, just talk first about it, where old medicine meets new medicine to develop the tooling with academic researchers. You see them all in that picture? They're all professors at Stanford and students from Stanford. And the tribes, I'm representing the NAFP, and of course, state of California, SB 54, and a giant. Remember how I was saying we walked the Pomos? We were taught by the giants how to make baskets. And now today, still the Pomo, we walk with the giant to make the toolings, the Fortune 500, the medical companies, how to make the tooling. That is the things that will become developed from there, from that university, with the people, the government, the tribes, and the Fortune 500, the giants. So more to come on that. Good storytelling to heal. So we're going to get now into the case study of my cousin Adasha Garcia, the case study, Pomo Basket Weaving Methodologies to Heal, Understanding the Properties of Red Bud and Fire, how basket weaving has improved the life of my cousin Adasha Garcia. So if anyone knows cousin Adasha Garcia, it's been a long journey for him, but then there comes a time in life where there's something that changed you to do something different. And what was that? I'll just say love. Love, that basketry brought out of him and helped him heal to get him on a good life. So as we approach now how education is important to our family, the approach now to create the case study so people, the scientific community, can understand how, again, basketry, the mental healing, the spirituality can change the body for absolute wellness. And that is our Pomo's ways. So here's the day. This is we're at UC Berkeley. This is the day that changed his life when our tribal people in possession, we do not have. The possession is at the universities. So we went to the university as a tribe to see all of our old ancestral things. And that was the day when Adasha changed his life. And I watched him and I remember him grab this ladder and he runs to this basket here and he goes on top the ladder at the top shelf. And he's a big guy and he just grabs this basket and he just starts shaking this basket, and it made the library or the museum coordinator nervous. It made her very, very nervous there. And that was when I saw around and I knew how the shock on people's face, because I had to tell them, hey, you're making her nervous. Please be easy with that basket. I know baskets are made to be touched, but you're making her nervous. And he made me nervous. He made many nervous, but I knew that was the day that it changed his life for basket weaving. And by touching our old things like that, it just really sent one in his mind, the spirit. Now the slide, the spirit questioned him now, how it questions all. Who does he want to be? Not what, but who? Now that he has decided now, the universe will get out of his way. And he now wants to be a social worker. So with the basket, social workers to keep families together and drugs and alcohol away from our lives. So now, as he's getting deeper, I teach him about the medicines, and developing the understanding of the materials and the plants that are the medicines and the culture. He understands now how it's healing him. And now he's developing through the mental wellness an objective to complete his basket, and in the parallel to complete his degree at Cal Poly Humboldt in social work. And here he is again at UC Berkeley. Understand that is shell money, and having that money in his hand now has really stimulated his brain into more learning and understanding. And of course, the foundation or understanding the materials that the baskets are made of. So some examples are black root, white root, and red bud. We're going to get into more of the red bud now. So, but first the weaving process. Now here, him and I, right here at the same place, and constantly weaving together. So let me read this here. The weaving process. Weaving to be in constant prayer by becoming more connected with Mother Earth, by understanding the plants and animals that are essential to sustain life. Keeping the hands moving, each feather, each stitch, strive for absolute perfection, can be accomplished by keeping the mind focused. During prayer, the spirits will heal the mind and body, and only when the baskets are finished, dreams will come true. So there's Adasha. He is weaving his basket. Now I want to take you to the location now as we work with the medicine, the red bud and the fire at our old home at the Clear Lake State Park, the home of the bear doctors, Lileek. But I want to tell you of a story here where searching for the spirit or the animal spirit, it will call you, the bear doctor. Wait, I have that another slide. Hold on, excuse me. We'll get into that. It's good. But this is red bud in its dormant stage here. You can see it on the right-hand side where those orange pods there, those are seed pods. Those aren't leaves, those are seeds. So this is the time to collect the seeds. Here, I'll show you. I collected the seeds, and then it loves the fire, so it activates the seed to germinate. And I have a little video here so that you could see how I lit a fire inside the a tin can, a pot, a bucket, and just with a small fire in here, you can see the next stage where the seed pods are burned. And then I put them in a bucket with water to put them out. And then I'll go plant it around our area of Danobatin to make it beautiful again with pink flowers. That's what it originally was. But I'm just showing that because it's the season. Understanding the season and how to work with the plant is very important. And the propagation, the germination of how to create more. I just showed you here. Whoop. So let me show this video here. And now we're making a fire.
Hello, today we're at the Clear Lake State Park and we are conducting traditional ecological knowledge here to share with others so that they can learn about Pomo Basketry and our medicine to make dreams come true. Soon to be shown a red bud basket at the Clear Lake State Park Museum, made by myself, Fred Briones, and my assistant, Adasha. Stay tuned.
Thank you. That was during the daytime when we first started the fire. Whoop. Here, I want to tell the story now of the woman in Deja Vu because we got the fire going, right? So then she saw the smoke and then she started coming to us. And then she began to tell us that night, the bear doctor spirit came and visited her. And when she told us the story of what happened, of the spirit visiting her, she felt so good. And when she was around our fire, it was like a very good healing experience. Like when you tell somebody something, like you get it off your chest, and that's how she felt about that. And she didn't know that we were doing a bear doctor ceremony until we told her. But then the feeling that she got of the spirit and letting us know, letting us know. So that was but how she told when the spirit came and visited her, she told us that the spirit, she told the spirit, you're at the wrong house. The bear doctor ceremony, it's down at the lake later tonight. Go over there. Go over there, she told him. And then the bear doctor spirit went away. But that is just the power of our things like that, and how I said to make dreams come true. So then when it happened to her, she was in deja vu, but then again, she felt so good to tell us, and it was off relief. So that is, I want to share that story with you, because the purpose is the medicine of the fire and the redbud, and I hope you experience it through our storytelling, and then you see how the fire is orange, and when you see the fire lots now too, they get really scared or they become attracted to it, and it's the orange color. So I'm gonna share this video, look, of the fire that we created that night, around the redbud. And the redbud, it loves the fire. It just loves fire. It's one of the oldest plants in history of humanity, and understanding how to live with it, to steward the creator of what he provides. And the redbud, he provided the redbud for us so we can make baskets and make song and dance and see the world so different in a medicine type of way, and to create the medicine and then to share the medicine. Like, what is the point of the medicine if you don't share it? Now, I know it works for me. It's done a lot of great things for myself, and we're trying to prove that now that it works for my cousin Nadasha. And by understanding the connections, we create the song and the dance and the ceremony. And I know, again, I know the medicine works for our family. So I'm sharing with our cousin Nadasha, and now I share with you on the video. So I'm gonna start this video here. It's about 4 minutes, but please listen in.
Sounds good. Today we're doing a bear doctor ceremony for my cousin Adasha Garcia, whose record has been expunged. He has gotten his life back. Thank you to the spirits. And he's finding how to get his life back as he goes closer and closer into the culture, into the basket weaving, into the medicine, into the redbud, into the fire. And the spirits, they enter his body to be a healer, just like Jesus. And just like our family members before us here in this area of Lileek, Danobatin, to be healers through our basket weaving and our song, to live with Mother Earth and to steward their plants and their animals, to make toolings and prayer so that we can live in happiness and harmony. So I'm going to sing a song here from our area. This area is called Lileek. And the area where the basket weaving are the redbud material, the basket material, and the medicine grow. Danobatin. So I want to sing this song for my cousin Adasha on this special day, just for him, in front of our fire together. In the name of the place again, Lileek, Danobatin. So if you know the words, please sing along. If you don't know the words, just hum or whistle. And be a native at heart. So I'm singing this song for him. Lileek, Danobatin, 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 Lileek, Danobatin. Heal.
Thank you. And good luck on your future journeys and meetings. Oh,
That was that was for my cousin Nadasha to heal. That was our bear doctor ceremony. I hope you saw beauty with that. How we can make the song and the dance and the medicine with the fire and the red bud to live together to protect what is left of creation to make beauty. So I hope you saw it and have a good dream. So let me go on to the next slide here. This is how it looked after the next day. And what we basically did was we broke all the branches and the dead ones, because there's a lot of dead branches. And then we raked up all the leaves and then we made the fire at the base. That's how the base will look. And then during the spring, next month, February, is when the pink flowers will show. And here's the next slide. That pink tree there, that is what we'll be looking forward to in our stewarding of creation of the pink flowers and the shoots that we will be collecting to make a basket. That'll be next month in another series that we will create how to tend the red bud. And that is the end of the presentation. And my cousin Adasha, I wanted to question him and have him speak a little bit. Basketry has changed his life. However, wasn't able to make the Zoom meeting today due to technical difficulties. But I know with his progress, he'll be able to be a presenter one day and show us and tell us more about his healing journey. So I want right now, because he's not here, I'll just open it up. If there's anyone who has any questions, we'll take some questions. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed that and understand the medicine from our baskets, from our family, from our location. So again, thank you to everyone who joined. Thank you. So if there's any questions, go ahead.
Fred,
Yes.
hi, this is Roger. I just wanted to share my thanks and appreciation and gratitude for you sharing sacred tradition, sacred medicine with us. I'm deeply touched and honored to be witness to what you shared today. That's very privileged and sacred information, sacred tradition. I completely blew my the depth of basketry until I saw your presentation today, and it really opened my eyes and my heart to what I saw. And yeah, it's an honor to be here. Thank you for the invitation, and thank you for trusting to share these traditions with us, with me, and the sacred medicine. Really, very powerful. That's all I can say. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Roger, for your presence and your words and always how we interact with each other. There's a lot of good friendship. So thank you. And I hope to share more with you in the future.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, we're at our hour. And again, thank you to everyone. And it's all about the rerun. We had some technical issues here today, but it's all about the YouTube channel. So please visit our YouTube channel and watch the video. And if you'd like to be a speaker or know somebody who would like to be a speaker, please reach out to me, put them in contact. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Fred. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Jessica.
Bye.
Fred, I did want to mention, I did put in the chat a new study that came out from UCLA, the Luskin Center about plastics and the impacts to vulnerable and burdened communities. That's a really powerful study. It's going to be improved. I actually made a request yesterday of the researcher Daniel Coffey to include more information about tribal communities in California and the future studies. But just with your role and with the importance of microplastics and plastic pollution, this is a really important study, one of the first that really talks about how already burdened communities in California are already experiencing a lot of impacts and challenges with their health from the environmental degradation. And this really shows data and science about how plastics are impacting these same communities, and they have a greater burden to bear because of the plastic pollution. So I just wanted to share that with everyone.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look into that because plastic pollution, yeah, it's going to be an issue, and there's going to be a lot of work emphasis now being put into that. So thank you for sharing that study. It is in the chat room. I'll have to look at that myself.
Great.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
All right. Well, I guess we'll end it then. So again, thank you. I'll stop sharing.